Hi, I was just going to shoot a video today to show how I converted this Glassine flat bag to a flat bottom stand-up bag that can stand all by itself. When I bought these, I thought I was going to make good use of the bags, and then when I realized that they were flat, it kind of doesn't present as nicely as I had hoped when I bought them. So I played with my scoreboard and I figured how to just make it into a flat bag. So you take your bag and you score 1 inch on each side of the bag. I actually like doing this on both sides of the bag as well, so that your score lines are nice and crisp. So that's on this side, and then I'm going to do it again on this side. And then 1 inch from the bottom. And on both sides. Okay, and then to help make the bag fold nicely, you now have 2 little squares on each corner of the bag. I'm sure you can't see that with my video since I don't have any kind of elaborate professional setup, but you want to kind of put a diagonal crease in those little boxes. So if you line your scoreboard up, you can see the corner of your square and the point of the bag, and you line it up so that it's on the same score line. You're going to get a diagonal. Okay, and do the same thing on the other side. And turn it back over and do it again. Okay. Alright, so the other thing I noticed that when I made my first bag is that these bags, when you buy them, the tips of the bag are not glued down very nicely. So go ahead and just take a little bit of glue. Don't put too much because you don't want your glue to seep over. Go ahead and glue it down on both sides. Okay. Put a little too much glue there. Alright, so now that you've got your score lines, you take your bone folder and crease those lines with the bone folder. And make sure you're really on those score lines, because these bags fold really easily, so it's easy to kind of miss your original score lines. And if you do that, your bag gets a little lopsided. So anyway, crease, and then do it again on the other side, so that the crease lines are nice and solid on both sides. Okay, and get your bottom line creased. Do it in the other direction. The more you get these crease lines right, the nicer your bag will fold for you. Okay, and now get these diagonal lines. I just fold my paper and use my finger to emphasize those diagonal creases. Do the other direction as well. Okay, so then I found it's much easier to get the bag to fold into place if you find something to put inside the bag that's about the same size as the bag that you're trying to create. So I have these little sugar cubes in a box that's pretty much the same size. And I just line my box up with my crease lines and then fold down, and you'll see that your little points just kind of fall into place here. There, perfect. So now you've got this nice corner. Take your glue, I'm sorry, let me see if I can do that with. Glue the sides of the flaps. Just hold it for a second. Okay, so now we have a bag that stands upright. I just now like to try to emphasize my score lines versus the original score lines that were there when the bag was flat. So I just kind of fold those in. And there you go. You've got a square bag. Okay, so the only thing that's a little off with the way this, turns out is that the original seam on the bag is no longer in the center because, well, it wasn't really in the center to begin with, but it's a little bit off to one side, but you won't really notice that when you put goodies in your bag. Okay, so the next thing I wanted to do was kind of embellish my bag and make it a little fancier. So I wanted to have this scallop edge on my bag, and I found that glassine paper is not easy to punch with a paper punch. But if you stick a little piece of cardstock into the bag that's the same size as the edge of the bag, and then fold it down like that, now you have the stability of the cardstock to help you with your paper punch. So put your punch in there. I like to see the edge of the bag and punch. Get that out of there. Okay, and then punch again. And then just take your scissors and cut off this little piece that's hanging here. Just cut that off. And this little piece right there didn't completely punch through. So now you have a nice scalloped edge, and it's kind of cute. Because I plan on folding my bag over like this, and it has a nice finished look. Okay, so the other thing I like to do with my bag to give it a finished look is I cut out from a file folder a little piece of paper that is the same size as the bottom of my bag. That way, I mean, even though the bag stands up on its own, I just noticed in the stores a lot of times they have a little piece of paper or cardstock in the bottom of the bag to give it a finished look. So I like that, and it's simple enough to do. So there's my bag. Okay, I wanted to go ahead and embellish this little bag for Easter, give somebody a little Easter treat. So I went ahead and cut with my spellbinders, with my circle and my inverted circles. I cut out these little shapes, and then I found that Tuesday morning I found these cute little bunnies. I don't know if I can't see what you're seeing, but anyway, I found these little bunnies. And I thought, they're cute for Easter, but it turns out they're really meant for like a newborn or something, because it's got date and time and weight. So I'm just going to use the bunny and use it for Easter this year. So there's that. And then I want to go ahead and give a finished edge to my die cuts. So I'm just using a little bit of distress ink. This is broken glass. Okay, get that a little darker. Okay, so got that. I also want to embellish my little, oops, my little round piece a little bit. Let's see, I'm gonna, not much is gonna stick out there, but let me think. I'm gonna pop this, I think I'm gonna pop this up on a piece of pink paper. So use these little dimensionals. Okay. Come on. Okay. That on there, let's see. Not much sticking out there, but I wanted to put little white dots on my points. Just give it a little pop. Okay. Oh my goodness. This takes longer than I thought. Hold on. I've never shot one of these videos, so I apologize if it's not being done in a way that's enjoyable to watch. My apologies. Anyway, so take your little bunny. I took my little bunny and I just stuck him on my little circle. And I think I'm going to use this little heart that says sweet. Yeah, like that. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to want to fold my bag down like that. And then use my crocodile punch a couple of holes in here. So I'm just eyeballing this. Okay. And let's see, I found this ribbon that's kind of the same color as my little bunny. And I'm just going to take a piece of this ribbon. Okay. And see. I'll put it through here. I don't really have any Easter candy right now, but I'm going to go ahead and use some marshmallows to fill up my bag to show you what the bag looks like when it's full. Okay, some marshmallow treats. Let's see. Okay, so pull that over and then take your little piece of ribbon, put it through the holes. I hope you can see what I'm doing. And oh, this ribbon frays really easily. Wow, I just cut it. Anyway, put that there, and then I made this little bow. I made this little bow out of felt. I'm going to go ahead and embellish that with a little rhinestone. And add a glue dot to it. Yep. Okay. And just stick it right there. So there's my little bag. Again, I can't see what you're seeing, but I think it stands up nicely, and it's really kind of makes my bags more useful when they're upright bags versus little flat bags. Anyway, I hope this is helpful to others. If not, I enjoyed making my little craft treat for somebody for Easter. Thank you. Bye.